It's Fernando Ruiz Art.
Hi everybody, thanks for tuning in. Now this video is going to serve two purposes. Number one, I had a request. One of my subscribers on my YouTube channel requested that I draw a Dilton. Now Dilton is an Archie Comics character. You always see him, he's got the big glasses on his face. He's Archie's nerdy friend. He's also the friend who could come up with all sorts of wacky inventions. So somebody asked me to draw a Dilton. So I always aim to please. So here's Dilton. Now the other reason I'm drawing Dilton is in my narrative art classes at the Kubert School this month. My students are actually drawing an Archie story where Dilton turns up. Now, Dilton isn't one of the most widely recognized characters, so it helps to have as much reference as you can. And even though I drew a Dilton for my classes on the board, it's just not the same. You know, we have dry erase boards. It's just not the same as seeing him drawn in pencil. So, as with all the most Archie characters, I started out with a sphere, and I threw in this sort of curved, slightly turned crosshairs, this big plus sign, and that's sort of the rough face grid that I'm going to go by. I don't do a fully detailed face grid because really I don't really need to with these characters. They're kind of cartoony and lend themselves to a little flexibility. So usually this is enough to go by. Now Dilton has these big giant glasses. He's got this little pointy nose, okay, sort of like a backwards number 7. He's got big, giant glasses, which I'm going to rough in like so. And later I'm going to use my circle templates to make Dilton's glasses a little bit more formal. Let me see, get this in there. A little thicker than that. There we go. That seems about right. And over here as well. Let's get that. That's about good for the glasses. Within the glasses, he's got his eyes, his pupils / irises are just big black dots. Dilton is always drawn looking younger than all the Archie characters. It's as if Dilton, being a nerd, he hasn't gone through puberty yet. He's always drawn, he's drawn shorter than everybody else, but he always looked kind of young compared to everybody else. I think he's supposed to be in the same age as them, unless it was said somewhere along the line that Dilton skipped a grade or something in school, which he is that smart. Now here's his mouth. Most of the Archie characters, their mouths tend to be pulled more to one side than the other, giving them kind of a bit more of a wise guy look. Now Dilton's got rounded cheeks, which add to his youthful look. Got a little bit of a slight hint at a pointed chin. Come up, and I usually give Dilton big ears because it just makes him look a little goofier. Now Dilton has kind of a unique hairstyle, and Dilton's glasses are black. The arms of the glasses, so they aren't just floating on his face. So Dilton's hair, I'm going to give him a little bit of a cranium there. He's got this big puff of hair that swoops back. Dilton really has kind of wavy hair, and in many ways his hair is very similar to whenever I draw Mr. Lodge, Veronica's father. They have kind of that similar start in their hair with this big just puff up front. Usually a little bit of a strand of hair that pops up in the back. Then it comes back. Dilton's skinny, so I give him a thinner neck than most of them. Sometimes you see Dilton in the older books, he was always drawn like a real stereotypical nerd, complete with like a bow tie. But nowadays we don't really use the bow tie that much because it just makes him look dated more than anything else. Okay, now Dilton's hair is black, so I can just fill that in. I do leave highlights at certain parts in his hair, like in the very front there. Let me fill that in black around him. A little bit of a highlight there. And just fill that in. The important thing, don't make the highlights look like a lightning bolt in his hair. Just try to, it's stylized, but you still try to make it look as natural as you possibly can. And with that, Dilton is just about done. I don't like to make Dilton's eyebrows too thick either. He's got black eyebrows, but if you get too thick, then he starts looking a little older, and you lose some of that boyish nerdiness of his. So, that's Dilton. That is Dilton in as much of a front view as we're going to get out of him. So, I hope this makes sense. I hope this helps those of you drawing Dilton. And as always, if you have any questions, just let me know. Okay? Thanks a lot, everybody. I hope you enjoy this. Bye-bye. See you in the next video. And keep drawing. Keep drawing.